today I'm talking about Greta. I saw this movie on Friday night. I went by myself, so I just want you to know that I love going to the movies. With company, without company, it doesn't matter. My opinion is not affected because I was alone. I know a lot of people that their opinion of the movie is affected because they went with bad company or by themselves, but I'm not like that. So so Greta is a horror movie about a thriller about a woman, a lonely old widow who kind of lures young naive women into her home, I guess. I thought the plot was interesting. I thought the actors were actors that I like, so I was down to see it once I saw the trailer. Turns out that the movie is really bad because of the writing, in my opinion. So sometimes we have bad movies that they know they're bad, and so we love them because they're so horrible that they become funny. This movie was trying to be serious, and it didn't work, because if you seriously write this character, she has to have something that we can relate to, and she had nothing that we could relate to. She was stupid as hell from beginning to end. So so it makes me wonder if the writers had any any feedback from women regarding this script. If you write this and you're a man, you should share it with your women, your peers, your coworkers, your sister, anyone, to tell you if it's dope or if it's ridiculous and it needs to be burned. We often have in a lot of horror movies, and a lot of my favorites, we have the dumb ass protagonist who makes crazy mistake after crazy mistake, but we enjoy the movie because there's quality there. They balance out her stupidness and her foolishness. But Frances, the character played by Chloe Moretz, her foolishness is not balanced out with anything. So it's stupid from beginning to end. And all her ridiculous mistakes become even more ridiculous with time. So this movie gets a big F and a big FU to the writers who thinks that a nice and kind woman, translates in your brain as dumb as hell and naive. That is where you went wrong. That is really where you went wrong. It has this serious sense throughout the whole movie, which is what inspires laughter, I think. And everybody in the theater was laughing. All these moments are supposed to be shocking, and they're supposed to make you jump off your seat and even inspire cheering at the end, when there's triumph at the end. Instead, everyone was laughing at all those moments. All those important moments just got giggles from everybody, except me. I didn't laugh, and that's because I take my time seriously. So I was here on a Friday night, and I was irked that this movie sucks so bad. So as it got worse, my temper, I became even more irked. I was just sitting there like Malcolm X. I was like, this is some bullshit. When a movie really sucks, I always turn into this. Like, I'll slump over in my seat and I just can't believe it. Anyhow, so the movie was really bad because the writers were really bad. I want to say that the actors, Isabel Huppert, Chloe Moretz, Micah Monroe, they were good. They were really good with the bad that they were given, so they need to be recognized for that. But it was just too much foolishness and nothing to balance it out. I contemplated doing spoilers on here. I think that some of you might be here for the spoilers, so we could both laugh at the bullshit that we witnessed. So I'm going to talk about 3 spoilers really quickly. 1, the first spoiler is, they make Frances like shaking in her boots, pissing in her pants, afraid of Greta early on in the movie. But Frances still goes to check on the dog at Greta's home. You're supposed to be really afraid of this woman, but somehow you're thinking of the dog's safety. That doesn't make sense. Either one, you care so deeply about animals, about this dog, or 2, you're pissing in your pants afraid of this woman. You have to pick one. It can't be both. It's ridiculous and it makes no sense. The second foolish thing that she did was, of course, she's there, she's trapped in Greta's home, and she has opportunity after opportunity to punch 80-pound Greta in the face and get out of there, but she never does. Like I said, they make her frozen in fear right away. So there's no real reason for her to be in this place, in my opinion, where she can't fight, where she can't punch and kick and scream. But for some reason, she is. They write her to be this, beyond paranoid girl. She is beyond frozen in fear of Greta. And then suddenly she takes the opportunity to punch Greta one day, to knock her over the head and run. And after that, instead of, you know, screaming and breaking windows and shouting and going to the phone and calling the cops, instead she's running around the apartment like a chicken with no head, like just running around. She breaks through the glass doors, and there's like a little patio there. There's tall cement walls, but the roof is exposed, and she can't climb the walls, so she gives up. Instead of screaming and shouting, you are outside, you can scream, you can shout. She doesn't do anything like that. She doesn't break any of the windows in the apartment in the first floor. She goes and tries and finds the key to let herself out of the home because she can't get out without a key. She goes in the glass bowl, shuffles around panically, can't find it, and instead she grabs the glass bowl and just slams it at her feet. She's barefoot, so she slams the glass bowl at her feet, at her bare feet, glass everywhere. She can't find the key, doesn't really look for it, and so now she's tippy-toeing around the glass, which makes her life harder. Greta's obviously waking up. Instead of, like I said, breaking glass windows, screaming and shouting for help, she goes all the way down to the dark, pitch black basement, and there's like a window there that's 4 inches high, and she attempts to tap on it. You have all the windows in the first floor you can break, but no, you go downstairs into the complete darkness and tap on that 4-inch window. It doesn't work. This kind of foolishness works sometimes when you have a good movie, when you have a movie that is full of quality to balance out the foolishness. It doesn't work for this movie. They give you nothing to work with. So yeah, those I guess my top 3 foolish moments of the movie. There's way more than those 3. There are also embarrassing, corny moments in the movie, and I'm talking about the chewing gum scenes. If you've seen this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Corny as hell. But, you know, overall, unrealistic, unbelievable characters. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work in 2019, I think. If you want to write a bubblehead as your lead, you're going to have to give us something. You're going to have to give us something else. You're going to have to give us something else because we're not stupid. So what are you saying? I actually also saw a really great movie, which is Fighting With My Family, and I'm going to be recording that review really soon. Actually, now I'm just going to change my shirt and fool you to thinking I did these 2 videos in 2 separate days. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.